All right, we need to talk because I'm seeing a lot of people talk about how there needs to be this higher minimum wage and that workers at McDonald's are getting replaced and workers at Walmart are getting replaced. But when's the last time that you went to a McDonald's and were blown away by the level of customer service that that individual gave you? When's the last time you went to Walmart and you were blown away by how amazing the cashier was? This is the problem. Because the answer to that question is probably, maybe, most likely, never. This is the problem, right? You cannot demand more money and be easily replaced by machines or other people who could easily do your job. You cannot command more money and be easily replaced. People are so used to having these less than mediocre experiences when they go to businesses that a lot of people are not really going to care if there's no longer a person there interacting with them and it's just a machine that they're interacting with. Do you know what happens to the people who are actually good at customer service and giving customers a great experience when they're in that place of business? Do you know what happens to those people? They make more money. They get stolen by better opportunities from a different company. They don't stay in that position. They move up or they move out because they're much better and that customer service skills that they have is so rare and it's so valuable in the marketplace that somebody else will come along and take them from that business where they're not making that much money and give them a better opportunity. And then if they crush it there, they'll either move up in that company most likely, or again, they'll move out and find a better opportunity because they might start building confidence now that they are valuable in the marketplace. Just having customer service skills is so rare. We're so used to having these less than mediocre experiences when we go places that just to be slightly above average in these skills, in customer service alone, smiling when you're when you're in front of the customer can make you so much money. So much more than you're already making. Oh, you're a massage therapist and you're just starting out at one of these chain spas that doesn't pay that much, but yet you still go to work with a bad attitude every day. You know, like you barely want to be there. You think you deserve better than this, and you're not even crushing it where you're at. Let me just tell you, you do not get better opportunities by going to work with a bad attitude and thinking just because you're alive, you deserve something better than this. You get better opportunities from being great at what you do, for being great at where you are now. That's when better opportunities come along. Not just because you exist as a person. It's a nice sentiment, but it's just not how the marketplace works. And what's funny is the people who are calling for minimum wage to be raised, they are too aware that every worker is not created equal. They work with people who they can't stand, who they don't understand why this person has a job because they're so bad at it. But that person's going to get paid just as much as you, just because they exist in your world, in your scenario, where everybody deserves to be making a certain amount. But you don't really think that yourself. There's people that you work with that you think should be making zero because you think they should not be working there at all because they suck at their job. Basically, when you think somebody can get fired, you think that they deserve nothing. So you yourself don't actually think that everybody deserves minimum wage to be raised up to $15 per hour. There's plenty of people you work with that you think should be making nothing because they're working at a job that's entry level and they're not even doing that right. But if you do these three things, I can almost guarantee you that you will start making more money in the marketplace and you will start getting offered better opportunities because there's other customers that come into your business that own businesses. And when they see how good you're doing at this job that really probably nobody wants to do, they're really willing to offer you better opportunities. I've seen it happen time and time again at other jobs that I've worked at. Number one, just show up for work. You wouldn't believe how difficult it is to find people who actually will just show up consistently, not call in, and just be there when they're supposed to be there. Number two, show up on time and early. That's it. Be there early. If you're on time, you're late. Be there 15 minutes early every single day. And number 3, always, always, always have a positive, can-do attitude. There is this huge movement about not only doing what's expected of you, only doing what you're paid to do, and never doing anything above and beyond what your job description is. And I get that, right? There are some crappy employers out there who will take advantage of you. But do not let that small amount of people discourage you from doing more than is expected of you. Because if you're only doing the bare minimum, nobody's going to promote bare minimum work. Nobody's going to give you more opportunity when you're the type of person who only does the bare minimum. If you want to make more money, you want to stand out from everybody else. And you're not going to be standing out by doing the bare minimum of what is required for you. Any time that I had a job, I always, without asking, you didn't have to ask me, I'm going to offer, what else can I do? I know I'm a dishwasher here, but I see these tomatoes. You want me to cut these tomatoes? And I became the best. Oh, that's going to be number 4. That's actually going to be 4. Be the best at whatever you do. Show up on time, have an amazing attitude, and be the best at whatever you do. I was the best tomato cutter at that dishwashing job. Hands down, my stuff was perfect. Perfect. Then I moved to Slotsky's Deli. I was only there for a short amount of time, but then I was at Tommy Hilfiger, and I was the best shirt folder there, hands down. I started doing all the displays. My stuff was crisp. My lines were perfect. My logos were lined up on the shirt. It was crazy. I moved up to lead cashier and became a supervisor there. Right? Then I was a lifeguard at the Paris, and nobody could touch me and my friend Dom's customer service while we were at that job. Nobody. We're running chairs, we're setting people up. I literally knew where the shadows were going to be at what time of day because of where the sun was coming in on the Eiffel Tower. I would ask people, you want shade in the morning or did you want shade in the afternoon? Did you want to be close to the pool now or did you want to be a little bit away from the action? Do you need a table? How many? I would take 5 chairs, stack them up, bang, 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 bang. It was so smooth. I literally had people, we would dance on the side of the deck when the DJ was out there. I literally had people stay extra days just to watch us dance. I became the best at that job that I could be. I ended up moving up. But my bad attitude at the time did hold me back from the opportunity that I could have had if I would have had a better attitude. So that's a lesson that I learned. Have a great attitude. No, show up early, have a great attitude, and be the best at whatever it is you do. I don't care what the job is. Crush it. You're not getting a better opportunity if you don't crush it. $15 an hour, $8 an hour, it doesn't matter. You're still broke. $15 an hour ain't crap either. You're still broke making $15 an hour. So don't think it's some huge accomplishment. Even if that does happen, you're still broke. You still need to educate yourself, read books, and do something better with your life if you want to stop struggling all the time. Become more valuable. Get some education. It doesn't have to be college. Go to a trade. I'm a massage therapist. Right? Like, you don't have to do the traditional route. But educate yourself. Have a great attitude. Be the best at whatever it is you do. Show up early and on time with a great attitude, and you're going to freaking crush it. Even, like I said, even if they show up and give you a $15 an hour wage, you're still broke, dude. I mean, are we really getting pumped about $28,000 a year? No, that's great if you're only making $15,000 a year, but it's still not great. You're still not crushing it. You're still not in an amazing position, at least in America. Comparatively speaking, you're crushing it worldwide. But in America, you're still broke. And that's still going to be entry level, which means there's still going to be opportunity for you to get a job that pays more than that. But if you're not crushing it where you're at now, you're never going to get those opportunities, and you're always going to be at the minimum wage level. So you got to educate yourself. You got to get yourself some skills. If you don't have any skills and if you are easily replaceable, you will always be at the lower end of the wages, period. I hope this helps. It's a bit of a rant, but the goal of this rant is also to get people to start doing better with their life. So go out there and crush it.